Hello, sir and madam. My name is Shanika Pereira. My CPM number is 16901. Today I am going to present first and second chapter of my research. My research topic is intention to behavior gap in purchasing used product, factors affecting the purchase of second-hand household durable in sustainable perspective with special reference in Western province in Sri Lanka. Table of content. Table of content consists two parts, introduction part and literature review. Introduction part consists the background of the study, research statement, research question, and the research objective. Literature review. Under literature review, I will discuss literature review, hypothesis to be tested, and conceptual framework. Background of the study. The retail business has transformed in recent years as a people have become more aware of environmental issues and sustainability. Consumers are increasingly demanding sustainable products and services, and businesses must respond to this demand in order to remain profitable. Second-hand product buying is one of the most sustainable consumption habits with several economic and the social and environmental benefits. The most of the people tend to use second-hand product rather than fresh products. In Sri Lankan context, a second-hand shopping is not more popular concept. Consumers are increasingly purchasing sustainable and economic all things as their environmental awareness and the concern growth, according to the TEDUP 2019. According to that, huge sustainable benefit of second-hand shopping. Only a few studies investigated the behavior of second-hand shopping to identify the determinant or barriers to their second-hand purchase behavior. This study is going to address this gap in the literature by extending theory of planned behavior in the context of second-hand shopping. According to that, this study investigates the Sri Lankan Western Province consumers' second-hand purchasing behavior regarding to second-hand household durable. Quantitative research approach was adopted to using self-admired survey among the 200 respondents. Research statement. More than 80% of international customers claim that they prefer sustainable product and they are ready to sacrifice some personal benefit to address social and environmental issues. According to the past researchers, 70% of customers think their choices are not environmental friendly enough to meet their personal acceptance criteria. Considering all economic and social and environmental benefit, second-hand shopping and the value of sustainable consumption for the consumer is expected. The most people, especially in the developed countries, bought at least one used product during the last year. According to these factors, we can identify there is a gap between intention to buy and the actual purchase of second-hand product. Previous research investigated that factors that impact on the intention behavior gap, including the previous researchers, perceived price, social norms, environmental concern, perceived value, and the perceived risk. However, are the factors that affect to the intention of behavior gap. However, these studies mostly investigate the green products to find the determinants of this gap. Green consumers. This study aimed the extending knowledge of barriers of green buying and the determinant of second-hand product. According to these factors, we can build research question. Research question. According to the research statement, based on research statement, build the research question. First one is the what are the determinant of purchasing second-hand product. There are 7 sub-questions. There is there an impact of attitude on consumer purchase intention of second-hand household durable? Past experience on purchase intention of second-hand household durable. Is there impact from social norms on purchase intention of second-hand household durable? Trust on consumer purchase intention of second-hand household durable. Second question is, how large is the gap between intention and the behavior of consumer buying second-hand product? Research objective. Based on research question, we can build a research objective. First one is to examine the determinants of purchasing second-hand household item. Sub-objective is to examine the impact of attitude on consumer purchase intention of second-hand household durable. Second one is to examine the impact of past experience of purchase intention of second-hand household durable. According to that, social norms, trust, perceived risk, perceived value, product availability on purchase intention of second-hand household durable. Second objective is to examine the gap between intention and the behavior of consumer buying second-hand product. According to the literature review, we can identify key concepts in this research. Sustainable consumption, second-hand shopping, attitude, past experience, social norms, trust, perceived availability, perceived value, perceived risk. These are the definition of these key concepts. Conceptual framework. This is the guidance of whole research. Attitude, past experience, social norms, trust, perceived risk, perceived value, product availability are the independent variable. Intention to purchase is the mediating variable and the second-hand shopping behavior is the dependent variable. According to that, outline conceptual framework is an outline. This outline is the built as a chosen theoretical framework for this study. Therefore, this contain the presentation of relevant prior studies and the theories and understand the main concept and the dimension regarding the chosen topic, serving as a foundation for the developed conceptual model. Initially, basic concepts such as sustainable consumption, second-hand shopping are introduced. Further relevant theories are in the area purchase intention and the decision-making process that customers go through the buying product are defined. So according to that, this conceptual framework based on theory of planned behavior, theory of bounded rationality, theory of reason actions. So according to that theory of bound rationality, the customer rationality of choice might be limited by the lack of information, the risk of uncertainty in the consumer choice, and the complexity of decision. The gap between intention to and the behavior can be because of bound rationality, as well as previous studies state that consumers who are intend to use product might change their decision in the purchasing movement due to the lack of information about the product and their services. And the second theory is the theory of reason action. Several researchers investigated how consumers' bounded rationality impact their behavior. So found that intention can be not necessary to predict behavior. However, there is a direct correlation between the probability of action and the action itself. According to attitude and the subjective norms are the determinants of the behavior intention. Attitude is the individual overall sensation of the favorableness and the unfavorableness for the behavior. According to that, subjective norms and attitudes are the important for the intention to purchase. Theory of planned behavior. Based on the theory of planned behavior, called the theory of planned behavior, which forecasts the consumer behavior better than the previous theory. The theory of planned behavior has the one more factors named perceived behavioral control to predict the behavior intention. Reason that behavior is only able to be determined by the behavior intention. If the person taking an action can control and design the perspective action. Then subjective norms, attitudes, and the perceived behavioral control are together for the intention to purchase in theory of planned behavior. Hypothesis to be tested. First one is second-hand purchase intention and the second-hand buying behavior are positively related and there's a gap between them. Second one is consumer attitude positively impact their second-hand purchase intention. Consumer past experience of second-hand shopping positively impact their second-hand purchasing intention. Social norms, consumer trust, availability and accessibility of the second-hand product positively impact consumer second-hand purchase intention. Consumer perceived value of purchasing second-hand product positively impact their second-hand purchasing intention. Consumer perceived risk of purchasing second-hand product negatively impact their purchasing intention. Methodology. Type of this study. This study which exploratory nature and based on the deductive approach. Research strategy. Critical to choose proper research strategy that leads the collection of relevant data, answer research question based on selection and the research philosophy, approach and design. So according to that, the qualitative approach was chosen to satisfy study aimed because of deductive nature of the investigation. Data collection technique. This study uses the structured questionnaire to collect data. The questionnaire will be administered online to investigate the behavior of the second-hand shoppers. Data collection method, a self-administered online questionnaire is used to collect quantitative data information. The collection of the structured question is asked from the sample respondents without any contact with researchers via an online self-administered questionnaire. Data analyzing technique. The data collect from the Google form and the analyzing software, the SPSS. Sample size. The researchers has used 200 respondents who are interested on purchasing sustainable product. So this is the end of the presentation. Thank you so much.